What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Friday, February 24th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter, @Josh Engleman. Only place you're going to get updates to my sim results as we get closer to lock. Finally, I got to talk about BetMGM. They are the sponsor, after all. And if you want to sign up there, you'll get 1 free month of Stokastic Plus Platinum, along with up to $1,000 in first bet insurance. I don't know why you wouldn't want to take advantage of that unless you just simply can't because you're in a non-legal betting state. But now we're going to get into my top 10 plays, rounding out the bottom of my top 10. Mike Conley, Harrison Barnes, Josh Christopher, Drew Holiday, and Jordan Poole on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? Time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm going to slow-mo Kyle Anderson, small forward, power forward eligible, 5,500, projected for 30.5. The goal is 35.5, and he is in the optimal lineup 26% of the time. He got his starter minutes again in that final game before the break, and I expect that to continue. So, 30 minutes, fantasy point per minute, giant pace-up matchup against the Charlotte Hornets, who stink in all facets of the game. It's not like Kyle Anderson does any one thing great, but he hits every category. 11 points, 6.5 boards, 4 assists, 2 stocks. He's going to check off every box, and if he has an outlier day, potentially scoring, you're just going to be very happy that you have Kyle Anderson. I like guys who have a high floor like this, and in this matchup, I think he stands out big time. In at number 4, we have his teammate, Anthony Edwards, shooting guard, small forward, eligible, 9,400, projected for 50. The goal is 55. He's in the optimal lineup 26% of the time. He's going to play 36 minutes. He's going to shoot whenever he wants. He's going to make most of those. Oh, by the way, he gets to do that against the Hornets team that I just already talked a bunch of crap about. 31 points on 33% usage, almost 7 boards, almost 5 assists, 2 stocks. He's a 1.39 fantasy point per minute guy for today's slate. Look, 9,400 is just like probably too light for this price. Shooting guard, small forward, so great flexibility. I love the idea of paying up for Anthony Edwards today. Probably my favorite pay up option. Next up at number 3, we're going to the center spot, and we're in Houston for ALPEREN Sengun, 7,500, projected for 45. The goal is 45, and he is in the optimal lineup 27% of the time. No Jalen Green, no Kevin Porter Jr. Eric Gordon is playing in Los Angeles now. So 33 minutes for Sengun, and he gets to take more shots and more opportunities for ball handling and assists. I love it. 1.37 fantasy points per minute. It's a really nice pace-up spot against the Warriors. Obviously, Houston's giant dogs to the Warriors, but they're going to be giant dogs all the time. They stink in general. 25% usage for Sengun, 21 points and 11 boards. That's a pretty firm double-double. 4.5 assists, which is really what we're looking for to round it all out, and just over 2 stocks. 7,500 is just not the right price given who's out for Houston, so getting to Sengun is pretty easy, and he pairs really well with everybody else in this list so far. Salary is really not an issue. At number 2, I'm looking at JEVON Carter. He's point guard, shooting guard eligible, 3,800, projected for 22. The goal is 27, and he is in the optimal lineup 29% of the time. The Bucks are going to be without Pat Connaughton and Giannis today, so there's just more playing time to go around, and at 3,800, he's just a value option that we don't really have. 28 minutes. He's a 0.78 fantasy point per minute guy, so that's not a lot to write home about. It's a giant pace down spot against Miami. They lose 3 possessions below their average, but this is a playing time thing. JEVON Carter's priced like those guys are in, but they're not. 10 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, a stock and a half. If you need to pay down to try to get more of the pay up options, JEVON Carter is a perfect conduit for that. Now, before we get to my number 1 contender, one last reminder to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter @Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comment section who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at BetMGM because you get a free month of Stokastic Plus Platinum and up to $1,000 in first bet insurance. I know I'm going to be in the minority here, but I think people need to join me. JABARI Smith is my number 1 contender. Power forward eligible, 5,600, projected for 33. Goals 36, optimal lineup 30% of the time. 1, I like the position. 2, as I mentioned before for Sengun, no Jalen Green, no KPJ, no Eric Gordon, which means JABARI Smith sees a usage bump, and that's big time beneficial in this pace up spot against Golden State. it's not like they want Jabari Smith to play less minutes. There's a reason they took him in the top 3 this past season. They liked him a lot. 33 minutes. He's a fantasy point per minute guy without those guys. 22% usage, 17 points, almost 9 boards, an assist and a half, and almost 2 stocks. He's just not priced correctly for the role that he is going to have today. And the fact that it's a pace-up spot against Golden State is great. I expect at a minimum like 28 to 30 minutes just because they have no incentive to not get him more work. I think he's going to be running the show here along with SENGUN, at least for tonight, and I think that bodes well. That's why he's my number 1 contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Friday, February 24th. DraftKings version is around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We're back again Monday morning for another edition of the Contenders.